If these aren't primary colors, then these definitely aren't. A primary color is something that can't be mixed by another color. And when you mix magenta and yellow together, you get red, so it's no longer a primary color. A lot of people are turning away from red, yellow, and blue as their primary palette, and they're turning towards cyan, yellow, and magenta. Here's why I'm not changing. In truth, these are both limited color palettes. Each of these palettes have colors that they're really good at mixing and colors they're not good at mixing. With red, yellow, and blue, purple is the weakest color. Ultramarine blue and cadmium red mix to an awful purple, and cyan and magenta mix to a pretty good purple. But neither are as strong as dioxazine purple from the tube. So is purple now a primary color? Technically, yeah. If you mix any two pigments together, the mixture is going to desaturate. The further apart they are on the color wheel, the more they're going to desaturate. Every single color at the edge of a continuous color wheel is a primary color. If it exists, they do as a single pigment. This is the CMY palette. Everything inside this triangle is theoretically achievable, but everything outside you can't do with this palette, including a true blue and a true red. This is the RYB palette. Once again, there are colors that you can't achieve. The more colors that you add to your palette, the more area of color that's possible, and it's an artist's choice to decide what colors they need in their arsenal. A primary color is always relative to the palette that you're using. In my art, I paint a lot of reflected light and subsurface scattering, and for that, I use a lot of red. A true cadmium red from the tube cannot be mixed by any other color, even from magenta and yellow. Also, I don't like purple that much, and I almost never use it in my paintings, so I don't need a palette like CMY that can mix better purples. I learned color theory through red, yellow, and blue. It's very comfortable to me, so to step away from that just so I can be on the CMY bandwagon, it isn't worth it to me. I do own specialty colors that I grab later on in a painting process if I decide I want to expand my palette, most commonly phthalo blue and alizarin crimson. The palette that you use is entirely your preference. There's no wrong answer. So if you act like red, yellow, blue is somehow incorrect or not a true primary palette, you're wrong. Shut up.